I was actually thinking about looking into starting a YouTube channel to start streaming, you know what I mean? So
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. But hey, I just got here, so let me call you back. Yeah, I got something I gotta deal with real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna call you back. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, later. Mr. Eriks.
What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
In a minute.
How you been?
Not too bad.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm a little sour, but that's all right.
Sour for what?
You know, pay-per-view. I had Eli Drake, 1, 2, 3. And you were on the apron, man.
He was bringing... I was only there to help you out. But if you would have been more focused on our tag belts, maybe you would have walked out of there with our hands raised.
Look, man, I told you it wasn't about us being a tag team. I told you it wasn't about us and the tag belts. It was about me and Eli Drake. It was about me making a statement, letting him know he can't come into our locker room and try to punk us. And you just couldn't keep your nose out of it, man. You couldn't. You didn't walk out with me. I was out by myself. And you decided to come in there. And I had a 1, 2, 3, man.
You think I wanted that on purpose, man? Listen, it doesn't matter what happened. Let's just hope tonight you're more focused on what is on the line.
Well, I'm focused, all right. Don't worry. I'm focused.
Welcome to Best of the West Ignition. AJ Kirsch and Best of the West Commissioner, the Superior Man, Alexander G. Bernard at ringside. Let's send it to our ring announcer, Jason Hastings.
The following contest is singles action, scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring from the Aztec Valley from Mexico, weighing at 185 pounds, Diablo Azteca.
And here comes Diablo Azteca with one of the most spectacular entrances here at Best of the West, or anywhere for that matter.
If this is the real El Diablo Azteca, he's had his doppelganger here recently, and you can never really trust a man in a mask, now can you?
Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Best of the West coming at you from Visalia, California. Be sure to like Best of the West on Facebook, follow on Twitter and Instagram. Both are at BOTW Wrestling.
From Visalia, California, weighing at 210 pounds, he is the gambler, R.J. Remington.
And the hometown hero, R.J. Remington, making his way to the ring.
Quite the eclectic reaction to the gambler. Originally hailing from this area, Outside of a small subset, though, doesn't sound like he's quite endeared himself to this town.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. I got you.
Nice. Very nice.
He's got those. Are these custom poker chips?
Indeed they are.
That's actually a really nice touch.
They are. They state never bet against the gambler.
Well, tonight, Diablo Azteca is doing just that. We'll find out if the odds are in his favor.
Ready to go? Bring that belt.
They should really chant in English. Why else shouldn't be here if they're going to chant in Spanish?
You gonna write an angry letter or post something on social media saying the same thing?
Something to that effect. Why not?
Okay.
Gambler taking the early advantage here.
Diablo Azteca hanging on by the tights. May not be legal, but he got him back in that headlock. The headlock now broken. And Diablo Azteca with a huge elbow takes down RJ Remington in a hurry.
Diablo Azteca is perhaps the quickest member of the Best of the West roster. Very few can outspeed him. The challenge with him,
There's a beautiful neck breaker out of nowhere.
trying to say the challenge with him is to avoid falling into his speed game, but given their recent battles, RJ Remington was ready for that maneuver.
And listen to that, you've got most of the crowd chanting RJ, and you've got a little vocal minority chanting sucks in between RJ. Heaves Diablo off the ropes, hip toss, he lands on his feet, takes him over into a pinning combination, nope, turns him onto his stomach, and now into a head scissor.
With the arm barred as well, more difficult to escape. And a chop for good measure to the side.
I mean, why not? If the opportunity's there, take it. And now stacking up Diablo for only a 2 count.
Nice job by Remington recognizing the opportunity. But he needs to capitalize further. I'm a big fan of the gambler. Another young prospect just needs the opportunity to shine.
Well, he's getting one right here in his hometown. There's a single leg takedown. RJ Remington's forehead hit the canvas, and what is
Looks to be a leg hold from what I can see.
a very unique submission.
Chopping the right leg, but too close to the ropes. When people think of Lucha Libre, very often they think of the high-flying style, but it's not just that. Also submission holds, very difficult submission holds to counter unless you have some familiarity with the style.
Twisting you up in all kinds of inconceivable angles, like the world's most painful pretzel. And just seconds ago, Diablo Azteca was doing just that, but RJ Remington finds himself back in control. Well, thought he did. Send into the ropes, O'Connell roll, and kick out at 1. There's a jackknife combination. Look at the bridge from these
Core
two.
strength from
Able to
Remington.
turn it around into a backslide. 1, 2,
Exchanging
and only
pitfalls.
2s.
But Remington taking the early advantage, sticking with what brought him to the game, the basics. Hit him hard, knock him down.
And that's what he just did with that huge lariat.
Not going to see very much fancy out of the gambler.
You don't need to. And RJ just let this crowd know what he thinks of them.
Sometimes the smartest part of gambling is knowing when to be risk averse.
There's a vertical suplex from the gambler into the cover. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Closed fist right to the face, technically illegal. The gambler doesn't care.
And now the gambler, you can tell, is really feeling the advantage, taking his time. Feel how the pace is slowed down now.
Irish whip reversed into the opposite corner. catches him with the monkey flip attempt, turns it around and puts Diablo Azteca on that top rope, adjusts the legs. He's right where he wants him.
Very risky, wandering into the territory of Diablo Azteca, but this superplex could be it if he manages to nail it.
And he hit it! Dead center of the ring, he hit that superplex. If he can make the cover, this one could be over.
The body of Diablo Azteca contorting in pain.
There it is. 1, 2, and no! Only a 2 count. He kicked out at the last second.
You can tell Remington really thought that was it. All that weight coming down on Azteca's body. No, not him again.
Who is this coming down?
This is this doppelganger I mentioned. Azteca Dos, we've been calling him. This body double seeking to interfere in Azteca's matches for his favor. I did not license him to enter this building.
There's a single leg crab.
As long as he keeps his distance, I see no problem with it.
God, you're right. I'm looking at the gear, same design on the side of the tights. The mask is almost exactly the same.
Rallying the crowd now behind Diablo Azteca.
I don't know that Diablo Azteca has seen Diablo Dos out here.
Reverse with the rip.
Huge sidewalk slam.
Beautiful.
Thought he was going to go for a cover. Hey, wait a second. Diablo Dos just tripped up RJ. I don't think referee Steve Landis saw it. Oh.
Diablo Azteca Dos is not a licensed competitor. He needs to be removed immediately.
Wait a second. Here comes Diablo Azteca. Just took out Diablo Dos.
I don't think he realized that he was behind RJ Remington. He tried to stop himself, but still wound up knocking Diablo Dos down.
Wait, Landis is trying to take him to the back.
Good, you should. He's not a licensed competitor. He's not supposed to be here.
Is he even signed to Best of the West?
Absolutely not.
Where's security when you need them?
Whoa! But back in the ring.
Belly to belly. 1, 2, and 3. The Gambler wins it.
Remington managed to take advantage of the chaos. Looks like he's had some baby powder stashed here, perhaps earlier this evening, thrown into the eyes of Diablo Azteca, and at that point he was helpless to defend himself against that spine buster maneuver that he utilized.
RJ soaking in the joy of victory here in his hometown. Despite the mixed reaction, I'm sure he can care less. Bottom line is, he's walking out, chalking up a W. But we have unanswered questions. Perhaps more importantly, you have unanswered questions about getting to the bottom of this Diablo Dos situation.
Can never trust a man in a mask. Why is he here? How does he keep getting in the building?
RJ Remington, with the help of a little powder.
All he needs is more wins like this to build momentum, and who knows where he may go. The sky is the limit.
There is a ton of young talent here at Best of the West with all the potential in the world. RJ Remington is definitely one of them. Leaving Visalia, California, a winner tonight at Best of the West Ignition. We'll be right back.
Remember first night downtown on New. Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
This is the bearded outlaw, the cowboy, James Storm, and you are watching the best of the West. And if you're not, sorry about your damn luck.
I got a lot going on tonight, but I should be there.
Hey, wise guy. Before you say anything,
Let me call you back.
before you say anything, I got everything locked down. The tag team titles might as well be around our waists as we stand here. AGB is in our back pocket. I made my mark at the anniversary show. You told me to make my mark.
Wait a minute. Let me cut you off. Let me explain something to you. You're coming to me and speaking to me like we're some tag team or something. I thought I made it perfectly clear.
We are.
This,
We're number one contenders.
wait. This is done. There is no Players Club. There is no Niko and Wise Guy. It's Wise Guy. It's Wise Guy alone. Come on, man, what?
We got the tag titles tonight.
We got the tag titles tonight. You must have forgot. We got this tag title match because of me. Not because of you. Because of me. And I gave you an opportunity and you squandered it away. And everybody knows the type of guy I am. Everybody. They know I don't give second chances. But you know what? You're coming to me. You're explaining that everything's just peaches and cream, right?
Yeah.
Well, put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, you got your nice pink shirt on, you know, looking fly. You got the hair
Players
slicked back.
Club, baby.
Yeah, it is.
Let's go.
It was the Players Club. That's the thing. It was.
Tonight.
But you know what? I'm going to give you that chance. In fact, I'm going to give you one more chance. One more. Number one means one. One and one only. Do you understand that?
Right.
The one in number one means one. So tonight, I'm going to trust your judgment. We're going to go out there and we're going to see how it plays out. Whether there is a Players Club or there isn't. But for it to be a Players Club again, we better be walking out with the tag team titles.
We will.
So far, you got to go get your ass ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Best of the West Ignition. AJ Kirsch and Commissioner Alexander G. Bernard at ringside. Let's send it back to our ring announcer, Jason Hastings.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and this is singles action. Coming to the ring, from the 313 Detroit Rock City, weighing tonight at 200 pounds, he is Chief Owen Travers.
This should be an outstanding match. Credit where credit is due, AGB. You put together a hell of an attraction here.
Thank you kindly. This Owen Travers I am a big fan of. They call him the Chief. charismatic, high-flying, innovative, energetic, ferocious, and so much more.
Referee Wiggles in charge of this match.
Here's a man with all of the tools it takes to be a champion here at Best of the West.
I don't disagree, but he's going to have his work cut out for him. These two are so innovative, so quick.
And his opponent, weighing tonight at 220 pounds. This is Outlandish Zicky Dice.
Outlandish Zicky Dice and Owen Travers. To the best of my knowledge, this is the first time anywhere that these two have gone one-on-one.
To my knowledge as well. You certainly can't accuse Zicky Dice of modesty. He is a verbose and vocal man who demands your attention. They call him the Outlandish One.
Do they call him that, or does he call himself that?
A little
He
of both.
says it a whole lot.
It's a little of both.
Okay. The referee Wiggles checking with both competitors. Is he going to remove that card? What?
Here's a magic
How
man.
the hell did he do that?
He's magic. He's a wizard.
I do. This match has started one, and only a one count. I mean, this is a professional wrestling show,
Yes, that
so
is.
of course we're here to wrestle. But that was really cool.
It's impressive. They also call him the tricky one. Tricky Zicky.
Whoa. Rolls through the leapfrog. There's a head scissor takeover. Snapmare in the center of the ring. Ducks the kick. And a beautiful standing moonsault. 1, 2.
Travers not letting up on Dice 1 ounce. Ferocious offense from the go.
There goes the shirt. And Chief Owen Travers hammering away on the face of Zicky Dice. Oh!
Tripping up Travers, bringing his face down in that second buckle. Oh no!
What is he gonna do? He's gonna curb stomp him into the turnbuckle.
That was uncomfortable. That was uncomfortable to watch. Bringing him back to the middle for the cover.
Only a 1 count that time.
Kept the pressure on the chest rather than the shoulders. Need a little bit more to do some damage to the Chief.
Zicky Dice right now slowing the pace down a little bit. 1, 2, and again another 2 count.
If you're familiar with the work of Zicky Dice, you might notice a little more intensity with him tonight. Just returned from the New Japan Dojo in Los Angeles, training under the likes of Shibata.
Whoa! Look at that beautiful Northern Light suplex, and again another 2 counts.
As well as Tomohiro Ishii and Kazuchika Okada, the current New Japan Pro Wrestling IWGP champion.
He's learning under the absolute best.
He's always been trained under the best, originally trained by Seth Rollins at the Black and Brave Academy.
Zicky Dice. There's a splash in the corner. He got every bit of it.
More than outlandish. I'd call these maneuvers punishing.
Tell them about you. He's
I was.
One,
In great detail.
2.
In great detail, I was telling them about your history. But now we should talk about the beating that he's laying down on Owen Travers.
He's just, what is he doing? Wow, a ton of additional momentum going into that rear chin lock.
It's not so much about the momentum as throwing off the opponent.
Oh, of course.
By bracing for a strike, Travers left his neck exposed, which allowed Dice to take the hold.
He completely convinced Owen Travers that something else was coming, and then
Exactly.
just out of nowhere, rear chin lock.
And now Zicky Dice laying that weight down. These are two men with large frames. Zicky Dice laying his weight down onto the neck of Travers, and it looks like,
whoa, not even a 2 on that one. That hand fell once and once only, and Owen Travers making his way back up to his feet.
oh, that jawbreaker absolutely rocked Dice.
He's calling for a timeout. Yeah, Wiggles.
He needs a moment to regroup, that's all.
Oh! Did you hear that right hand? Owen Travers is out. He's like, screw this, I'm a tree.
Did you see that? The whiplash on Travers' neck, and then when he collapsed head first onto the apron.
Oh no, he wants to suplex him on the outside. No! Oh! Why? Why would you even put yourself in that position?
Both men taking incredible abuse and punishment, but absolutely Dice the worse for wear on that. Do you see? He came back up from that suplex and appeared to be cross-eyed for a moment.
Oh, he might still have trouble even getting a breath. Down goes Zicky, down twice. Ducks the clothesline, right hand, left hand, back fist, kick to the quad, and a huge headbutt. Down goes Zicky Dice, 1, 2, and only 2.
Looks like the Chief is finally kicking things into gear, finally feeling that offensive momentum on his side.
And Owen Travers, pointing up to the heavens, might be thinking about going up. Yes, he is. Owen Travers, perched on that top rope, is back to his opponent. Moonsault misses.
But his knee, he came down hard on his knee.
Trying to get his feet underneath him, and a super kick right to the temple. Owen could be out. 1, 2. No, only 2.
That cover, though.
Can't believe it.
That cover did not apply enough pressure to the shoulders. If he perhaps went in with a deeper cover or hooked the leg, that could have been it.
Zicky Dice saying, I counted, it was 3. Well, it doesn't matter what you counted, it matters what Wiggles counted. What was that? What did he say?
I didn't quite catch it, but whatever it is, it's not going to be good news for Travers.
No, he has ill intentions for the Chief, who answers with a kick to the midsection.
But Travers has endured much punishment to the head, to the knee.
What the?
That spinning neck breaker, magic.
And a kick out at 2. Another kick out, and Zicky Dice can't believe it.
Zicky Dice is bringing the hard offense, but again, these covers.
Say that was the grand finale. No, it was
Well,
not.
Zicky Dice, you're going to have to dive deeper into your bag of tricks if you want to put away Travers. That was a magnificent neck breaker. What else does Dice have in store?
Owen fighting back. Oh! Caught him coming down. Grabs him by the tights. Oh! Almost takes his head off.
That smooth capoeira style.
Ace Crusher! 1, 2, 3. Spectacular victory for Owen Travers.
The winner of the match, Chief Owen Travers.
That
was a fantastic athletic contest.
A competitive matchup from both men. I look forward greatly to utilizing them even further. Both men incredible talents. But your winner this evening, Owen Travers.
And Zicky Dice weeping in his cards. Owen Travers scored a huge victory.
Big opportunities opening up for the Chief. And as for Dice, looks like all he has left to do is collect his cards, collect his thoughts, and regroup for another day.
Zicky's saying, this is supposed to be my night. It was what? I distracted him. Well, be that as it may.
I'll say, in this one you are blameless, Kirsch. But we shall be back for more Best of the West Ignition.
Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
What's up? It's Mr. Athletic Jeff Cobb here, and you're watching Best of the West.
The following contest is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall, and it is for your Best of the West Tag Team Champion. Coming to the ring at a combined weight of 400 pounds from Cocoa Beach, Florida, they are the team of Niko and the Wise Guy, the
Well, these two have not exactly been seen eye to eye lately. I've lost track of how many second chances Wise Guy has given Niko. But for whatever reason, Wise Guy sees enough in Niko that once again these two find themselves a tag team, calling themselves the Players Club.
I am no fan of the Wise Guy, but I cannot hide that I am indebted to Niko. And so, I have ensured that they get their title opportunity. However, Niko came to me and said, it's not enough. We don't just want to beat the champions. We want to prove we are the greatest team in California today. So I reached deep into my Rolodex and I located the classic connection.
I'm sorry, you still have a Rolodex?
It's appropriate for the workplace.
What does your desk look like?
It's very large, and that's about all you need to know. Oh, and it's mahogany. It's wonderful.
It's mahogany, of course it is.
And their opponents from the last stop on the loop, weighing in tonight at 423 3/4 of a pound, they are the team of unorthodox Levi Shapiro, Ace Buddy Royal.
Quite the response for the classic connection. 21st century old school personified. We even have a buddy section sign over there in the corner.
How can you not love the classic connection? Look at those tracksuits, listen to that music. Everything about these guys is just pitch perfect old school.
Actually, the first reason I don't like the classic connection, the tracksuits, and the second reason I don't like classic connection, their music.
Well, there's no accounting for taste, I suppose.
What do I know? I like Nickelback, so.
How's your leg, by the way?
It still needs surgery. Thanks for asking.
Oh, what a shame.
Jerk. And we await the arrival of the Best of the West Tag Team Champions. They've been champions now for probably a year, if not longer.
Best of the West Tag Team Champion at the bottom weight of 420 pounds, Sledge, Marcus Erics,
Sledge and Marcus Erics, when these two first joined together as a tag team, they did not look alike. They were not on the same page. They had zero chemistry. But month after month, these two have emerged as the single most dominant team in Best of the West. And I dare say that Best of the West has ever seen, because no one has been able to take away those tag team championships.
There's no doubting their efficacy, though I will question their teamwork. At the Year 2 pay-per-view, they did not defend those championships. They were in separate matches, and there indeed did seem to be a severe disagreement between Sledge and Marcus Erics. Have they regrouped? Are they back together as a team?
It's a valid point. In fact, the team that I would say is most on the same page right now is Classic Connection.
I would absolutely agree.
Ace Buddy Royal and unorthodox Levi Shapiro. You know, every time their conditioning, their fatigue comes into question, because these guys, they're working non-stop. They are making the towns, putting in the miles, putting in the ring time, but it doesn't seem to be slowing them down one bit.
Not at all. Looks like we'll have the Ace taking on Sledge to start out.
Sledge in the best shape of his career.
Buddy Wisely looking to go low, remove that size advantage from Sledge early on.
Oh, there's a show of support from his tag team partner, just to let everybody know
strongest teamwork. The strongest teamwork is
too old school? Really old school?
They are as old school as it gets. They are 21st century old school.
Oldest school. Sledge.
Look at that power from Buddy Royal, lifting larger Sledge even just momentarily.
And Sledge answering with a wrestling hold, quickly countered by Ace Buddy Royal.
I don't know that wrestling is going to be Sledge's best tactic here. Ace Buddy Royal, one of the best chain wrestlers in the West Coast today.
Don't let his brutish appearance fool you, though. Sledge can go. He can chain.
And I don't know that this power game is going to be Buddy Royal's best tactic.
There's a big scoop and a slam from Sledge.
And man, as strong as Sledge throws you down, it's with additional force, not just gravity, all that muscle on Sledge.
And a knee to the midsection. Sledge, God. And yeah, not a bad idea when you get in a striking match with Sledge. And there's a hip toss to Wiseguy.
Wisely moving out of the way. Ah!
Clothesline takes down Wiseguy. There's yet another slam, and Sledge now off the ropes. Well-placed elbow. And only two, says referee Nuck Nuck Johnson.
Brings in Marcus Erics. And a super kick from Sledge.
Another cover, and quickly broken up by Niko. Otherwise, this one could have been over, because Wiseguy's got a glazed over look in his eye.
A strong show of teamwork from S&M. I'd questioned their ability to work together earlier, but it looks like they have indeed recovered from their earlier arguments. And now, Marcus Erics, heavy strikes on the Wiseguy.
Left shoulder up. Marcus Erics in control right now of Wiseguy, former Best of the West heavyweight champion. Of course, there have only been, well, I was about to say there have only been two, but in fact now there is a third in the California Black Sheep, Mike Rain, after defeating Funny Bone in a battle of brutality. That is an elite list here at Best of the West, but Wiseguy, there will be many, but Wiseguy can claim to be the first.
Showing why there too. A shot to the jollies followed up by a shot to the head there, and now we'll get to see that vicious side of Wiseguy, one of the most dangerous competitors we have. Stomping Marcus Erics into the canvas face first, and now driving that elbow into the skull.
Tags in Niko, calls himself Neek the Greek. And now a blatant choke. He's not fooling Nuck Nuck Johnson. This is not his first day on the job.
I remember first night.
Best of the West fans, this is J.R. Kratos, and you are now tuned in to Best of the West.
Just staring at the referee while he's choking out his
Young
opponent.
Niko is still, man, who can grow some. He still has not yet to tap his full potential. I look forward to seeing him grow here in Best of the West.
Well, how long is it going to take for him to reach the level of potential that Wiseguy needs him at in order to feel like Wiseguy isn't selling himself short? How many pep talks do we have to see? How many second chances is he going to get? There's a Luthez press, and now opening up on Marcus Erics.
Buddy Royal taking the opportunity to break that up, make sure both tag teams are well and damaged so they can claim victory later on.
Nuck signaling for the tag. Wiseguy in control of Marcus Erics. I mean, you mentioned earlier on that Marcus Erics and Sledge did not seem like they were on the same page as of late. Beautiful drop kick right to the face.
That height every time. And Shapiro comes in to save the match for his team.
I don't know if anybody in Best of the West delivers it any better than Wiseguy, but as I was saying, these two, Marcus Erics and Sledge, have not been on the same page as of late, but so far, no miscommunications. These two seem to be on the same page, and ultimately, when it comes down to their tag team championship, when it's time to do business, they do business.
Now, there was perhaps a miscalculation there. Marcus Erics driving Niko into the corner of the Classic Connection rather than his partner Sledge. And now, this is where Classic Connection is at their most dangerous.
Whoa! Slamming his own tag team partner on his opponent. There's two, and only two.
If you want to see teamwork, Classic Connection is the team to watch. Two parts to a whole. No two men complement each other quite as well as these two, I would say.
First a body slam, now he suplexed him on his own, onto his opponent. And Sledge in there to break it up.
Sometimes you have to crack a few eggs to make an omelet. Sometimes you need to slam your tag team partner onto your opponent to get the victory.
There's a well-placed elbow from the unorthodox Levi Shapiro. 1, 2, and yet another 2 count. A lot of near falls in this contest. You can see every possible attempt to make a cover and score that pinfall. These competitors are taking full advantage.
I think they realize Marcus Erics has suffered the brunt of the damage this match. He might be easy pickings for whomever can claim the victory, but he keeps kicking out every single time.
And now these teams just talking trash, exchanging some strong words here.
Marcus Erics powers out. Northern Lights with the bridge, but just a 2. And again, that athleticism of the Wiseguy is almost unmatched.
I had the exact same word in mind. Unmatched, I think, is right.
The precision striking, the athletic maneuvers, the power, the speed. Wiseguy has it all.
Now Niko. There's a knee drop right to the cheek of Marcus Erics, rolling through. Into the cover, 1, 2, and that was a long time 2 count. These 2 counts getting longer and longer with each attempt.
But what an accomplishment it would be for Niko to hang his hat on, defeating not just 1, but 2 tag teams, become new tag team champions.
Demanding Knuckle to get out of his way. There's another vicious forearm right to the face.
Marcus Erics has taken so much punishment.
What the? That's unnecessary. A little shades of the Road Dogg, Jesse James. And Levi Shapiro able to interrupt.
Taking some umbrage, perhaps, to the taunting of the Wiseguy.
And again, some more trash talk between Wiseguy and Classic Connection.
The champions are in some dire straits here. Unless Marcus Erics can get
Wait a
the
minute,
right.
inside cradle out of nowhere. There's two. Only two.
Marcus Erics. Sledge went for the tag, but Marcus Erics did not go to Sledge. Instead, choosing to stay in the ring. That could have been a major miscalculation.
You can see Sledge rolling his eyes, just gotta be thinking, what are you thinking, Marcus Erics?
Sledge reached for the tag, but Marcus Erics focused more towards the middle. And now he still remains within danger's reach. And that,
Oh! Absolutely punishing.
that's what I'd call dangerous. Marcus Erics hanging on by a thread. As I was saying earlier, the championship is in great peril here. Marcus Erics has barely stirred besides to kick out of some pinfall attempts. He needs to make this tag, or one of these two teams will be your new tag team champions.
Sledge stomping. Oh! Standing moonsault misses. Marcus Erics makes the tag.
And comes Sledge, taking on Wiseguy, Niko, Buddy, Levi thinking a little better of it, but here comes Sledge for him anyway. Sledge is taking down any and all combos. I'm surprised he didn't knock down Nuck Nuck.
Sledge and Marcus Erics. Wait a minute, there's a jumping knee from Wiseguy. Able to avoid the double team, if just for a second. Now, Marcus Erics elevated. Power slam!
Didn't get quite the height they wanted on that. Perhaps Marcus Erics still a little winded from the beatdown that he took earlier.
This crowd now coming alive for Sledge and Marcus Erics. But Sledge just ate a knee.
And just
from
like that,
Wiseguy.
Sledge is glassy-eyed too. Both tag team champions have endured some punishment.
Wiseguy backdropped, able to land on the ring apron, and Niko answers a hard elbow. And there's one for Wiseguy as well.
But Wiseguy able to strike the back of Sledge, and that gives Niko the time he needs to. Oh no, he's not going to do this. The man the size of Sledge?
He's got Sledge on his
This
shoulders.
is outrageous. Can Wiseguy get the height? Can Niko keep him up here?
Wiseguy.
This is
Top
incredible.
rope.
Oh my God.
From the top. We could have new tag team champions.
Sledge is down now. The only man left standing right now are the Classic Connection.
He's saying he's not legal. And now this one's breaking down. I mean, it was only a matter of time until this tag team contest broke down.
This is what it means for all these teams to be your Best of the West tag team champions, to say that they are the best tag team on the West Coast. Niko goes down hard on the outside. This Classic Connection bring the pain to Sledge.
Sledge off the ropes. Hung up on the top. They're not done. Double Russian leg sweep.
Nowhere to go, all impact to the head and neck of Sledge. Classic Connection taking control of the ring, and Marcus Erics' head just hit the apron hard. Things are breaking down here in Visalia.
Classic Connection now double teaming Wiseguy. There's a well-placed punch right to the face. Wiseguy doing a good job of fighting off both the Classic Connection here. Up and over, Wiseguy to the
all the way to the floor. What a disgusting landing, too. Marcus Erics fighting off both Classics. They might be the two freshest competitors right now, Buddy and Levi.
Sends Levi off the right. Wait a second.
Heads collided.
Just butted heads. There's Niko. Forearm to the face.
Marcus Erics, with what he's got left in the tank, still fighting valiantly against Niko.
Oh! Calf kick to the face. That could be
Follow
it.
up with a spine buster.
1, 2, and Sledge able to break it up.
Two counts do not come much closer than that. 2.9997 by my estimation.
Wiseguy now. Sledge, center of the ring. Oh!
Spinning side slam.
1, 2, and Niko now able to break it up.
Told you that young Niko had a great deal of promise. These are the moments that you prove yourself, and I have great faith in young Niko to do so.
Well, he just saved this match for him and his team.
Oh, wait a second. From behind, Niko, they hit heads. He's got the tights. We've got new tag team champions.
Wiseguy Niko, the
Cut the music. Hey. Before you average wrestlers head to the back, remember one thing. Average don't get you anywhere. You have to beat box office. And that's exactly what we are. Hashtag Players Club, just like the song says. It's going down tonight.
Once again, folks, your winners in the new Best of the West Tag Team Champions, Wiseguy Niko, the Players Club.
Classic Connection do have a point, though. They were not pinned in that matchup.
The greatest tag team championship reign in Best of the West history has just come to an end.
Sledge chastising Erics, it seems like, for being out of position, leading to that loss.
And again, one miscommunication has led to another, and the frustration is strewn across the face of both competitors.
They are due a rematch. It shall be interesting to see.